The best of the Morning X. 99X.
The Morning X, Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy, please welcome to the show Claire Danes. Hello, Claire.
Hello. You sound like Pete, Link, and Julie, you three.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Those are the characters from the movie.
Who is Pete, Link, and Julie? Although, I'm guessing you never saw a Mod Squad episode until you took this role.
Yeah, that's true. I saw a few episodes when I did commit to the film, but it's a pretty awesome show.
Was that show even on very long?
Yeah, it was.
Was it 69?
Late 60s, early 70s?
Yeah, you were a mere 10 years from even being born.
Oh, yeah.
How many episodes did you sit down and watch, Claire?
I saw about 2 or 3, you know. It was, that's all I needed to get a sense of what the show was like.
Claire, are you going to Yale?
I am going to Yale, yeah.
What year are you in right now?
I'm a freshman. I'm on spring break.
So you have basically no life doing Yale and doing movies. When do you have time to be Claire?
Yeah, my life's been a little bit obliterated, but I'm kind of accustomed to this. This has happened to me before. My life being totally eclipsed. When I did my so-called life, I had no life. Also,
your so-called no life.
Yeah. So it's familiar, but it's not the best way to go about living. But I really need to go to school right now, so I have to sacrifice a little bit of fun, or sanity even.
Have you been surprised by the cult following of My So-Called Life? Besides being shown on VH1, now there's a box set coming out, a box set 2, with various episodes. The afterlife of this show has been tremendous.
Yeah, I think it's a really sound show. I think it's really well written, and people responded to it, and it holds up still, so...
Claire, I was in your neck of the woods in Soho and running around New York over the weekend, a couple of weekends ago, and actually saw one of the dress you wore to the Oscars a couple of years ago at Christie's.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, they had it. It was the first day of the display. They had like 30. I know you're saying, Barnes, what the hell were you doing looking at dresses? My wife wanted to go in there, and they had all these Oscar dresses from Sharon Stone's, and they had yours there. Was that even yours to begin with, or did you just wear it and then give it back to some designer?
No, it was mine. It was mine. My friend Narciso Rodriguez designed it.
So do you donate it?
Well, yes, I donated it.
And then what do they do? Sell it and give it to charity, or what?
Yeah, it's for charity. So, yeah, it's when am I going to wear it again?
Right, that's a pretty cool thing. They have about 50 of them there, from Sharon Stone, Claire Danes. They have, every big star, and they have the picture of them at the Oscars, and they have the actual dress there. I guess it is charity. I didn't see that anywhere.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'm in good company, I guess.
When you go to something like that, you've been around show business now for, a few years. Do you get pretty starstruck still?
It's a little bit overwhelming to go to a function where everybody in the business is, in the same room.
Like, who blows you away, or who has blown you away when you've seen them or met them?
I get more impressed by musicians and actors because they're more foreign to me. Like, when I met Debbie Harry, I was utterly overwhelmed. She is the most amazing person in the universe. So that was pretty thrilling. I think if I met Meryl Streep, I'd be pretty awed by her. Yeah, those are two fierce women.
Claire, I know you've been going out with Ben Lee, who's an Australian musician. I'm a big fan of his. He's got a record coming out pretty soon, but I read that you went on tour with him. Were you out on a bus? What was that like?
Well, we drove around in a car, a Buick or something, and just stopped at Motel 6s in different places in the middle of the country. It was amazing. I hadn't done anything like that before, and I served as kind of an appendage, the token rock star groupie. And
no, the token movie star girl with the rocker.
Yeah, no, right. I prefer to just be a groupie because I could, attain a little anonymity. It was really fun.
What I had heard the other day that you turned down a part on Schindler's List to do my so-called live. Is that true?
Well, yeah, it is true. It's true.
How do you tell Spielberg? Nah.
What first of all, what part were you offered? That just ran a couple weeks ago.
Here's the stitch. They offered me a part without having, and I hadn't read the script yet.
There's no way they offered you a part of a Jewish girl.
No, and they kept saying I was the ghost of the movie, and because I hadn't read the script, I assumed that meant I was, I took it really literally, I'm a phantom or something. And I finally got it, and it was just a few scenes or a few lines, and they weren't going to assure me that they weren't assuring me that I would have a tutor on set, and it would really cut into my schooling. And
You would have had to go to Poland, hang out, and not even know. I mean,
Right.
it wasn't that big of a part, right?
So, no, it wasn't that big of a deal. So.
Well, I mean, and career-wise, even though it, maybe one of the best movies ever made, the difference between being in the best movie, one of the best movies ever made, as a small, insignificant role,
Right.
and having your own series.
Well, I think when I decided not to do it, my so-called life hasn't solidified yet, or that hadn't been offered to me, that part.
Well, it was a good choice because so many people rallied behind you with My So-Called Life, from just people watching to people like Winona Ryder, who, then pushed you into even, better parts.
Right. I mean, Angela was a pretty awesome part, but she certainly allowed me, or she helped me do film, which was exciting because it was a new medium. But it was great. It was a great way to enter the business too, because I felt very secure in that environment.
Tell you what, in that environment, it sounds like you're working at a telethon while you're talking to us.
Yeah, I think my phone, the battery's low, so it's beeping, and the other line is calling. So.
I got you.
Okay, so now you're going to Yale. Are you going to study theater? Are you just going to try to get your bachelor's degree?
I think it would seem a bit redundant to just study theater.
Well, I don't know.
I've been doing that for the past
We're going to go the opposite way.
But there are a lot of people who probably wouldn't even understand why you're going to begin with, since you really kind of have written your ticket for the, if you wanted, for the rest of your life anyway.
Right. Well, I don't need a career. I have one, but I do want to learn about stuff, and I can afford to. So
What are you doing?
I will.
Psychology or something, or
yeah,
art,
I'm taking a graphic design class. I'm taking English modernism in the city, computer science and the modern intellectual agenda, adolescent psych, and women's. Did I say women's health?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, women's health. So
Well-
those are the classes I'm taking this semester.
Well, we've got a 15-second, moderately difficult quiz for you that's right up there in the Yale education system. It's called
Please.
It's called the Fish Quiz, and every single celebrity from Warren Beatty to Paul Stanley of Kiss to whoever, they all do it.
Okay.
It's very easy. You'll have 15 seconds to name as many fish as you can, and everything underwater counts.
Okay.
Think of a menu or something.
Well, think of anything underwater.
Okay,
It
so
could
let me
be
get the rules straight. So it's 15 seconds, and I just name anything related to fish.
Well,
Any fish underwater, anything living underwater counts, like shrimp would count, or, you know what I'm saying, anything underwater
seahorse.
counts.
Okay.
All right.
And the champion is Coolio, and he's been the champion for coming up on
Well,
a
he
year.
freestyles. Of course he'd win.
He freestyled hardcore and pulled it off, and we'll tell you what he did afterwards, but let's give you a shot at it. 15 seconds, on your mark, get
Okay.
set, go.
Bass, cod, flounder, shrimp, eel, tuna, yellowtail. I'm doing the sushi menu. Jellyfish, shark,
Man, that was good.
rainbow fish.
Claire,
9.
Claire, 9 is not
Nine.
bad at all.
Not
Okay.
bad.
All right, Coolio had 15, so you're
Yeah.
almost there.
And actually, we'll
impressive.
put you in our student division, so
Okay.
that'll put you higher up on the list.
Thank you,
Alrighty.
Claire, very much.
Thanks a lot.
The best of the morning X. 99X.
Former U.S. Navy SEAL Sean Ryan captures real stories about sacrifice and strength, uncovering truth with the heroes who live to tell it.
There are two kinds of people. They're winners and they're losers. Winners take whatever they feel.
He's tough as nails. The dude got hit with a mortar. I'm still shooting. They're still shooting. You gotta finish it. You can't quit.
And they transmute it into things that are good for the world.
I had tunnel vision. I just saw a man that needed my help, and I went to get him.
Period.
The Sean Ryan Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.